Hi guys, I thought I would talk about the crossovers that DC have been putting out lately. The really, really good ones, like Super Sons and Dino and Blue Falcon. DC, I want more of this. This is really, really good. Sorry about the glare. This is really good. Do this more. We want more of this. And they're good. Looney Tunes. And they're bad. And they're utterly confusing. It was. I mean, maybe it's me, but I only read it once, and I think if you can't grasp a comic book in one read, it's confusing. So that's confusing. This was just okay. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't anything to stand out. I mean, I didn't even know Gossamer was his name. I thought he was just a big red furry monster that Bugs Bunny messed with. I didn't know he actually had a name, but here you go. It's not bad. I mean, you know, I'm not a huge fan of 2010 Harley Quinn. So again, the thing is, this Super Sun one here feels like it's in canon. All of these are not in canon. Now you might think, well, you know, it's kind of crazy to have a big hairy monster in DC canon, but well, if you're going to use the same art style, I don't know, try to connect it. I don't know. So this is the least bad one. It's hard to say. I mean, this is fun and fairly straightforward. This is confusing as heck because it just it throws every bird and cat hero in the mix. Where is it? This is terrible and makes no... Well, it makes sense. It's just terribly written. The basic story is that Porky Pig once had a online business. After the bubble burst, he lost it all. He ended up doing something. Lex Luthor hires him, and he ends up a fall guy for something or other. I don't get it. Now, what I'm going to get to after I've explained this is the secondary story. Now, each of these has a second story, not Dino Man Falcon, but all these ones have secondary stories. They have a major story. So I'm just going to use the Joker Daffy Duck one as an example, so I don't have to open them all. But there's a main story, and then it has a secondary story, which is more closer to the actual character of the Looney Tune. So Daffy Duck looks like Daffy Duck, and he kind of makes, does Daffy Duck things. And he's like making fun of the Joker, and the Joker's getting more angry. And then he lets them all out, and Daffy defeats them by running the Warner Brothers tour bus over them. And that's really, I enjoyed this more than I enjoyed the secondary story, more than I enjoyed the main story. And the main story, Daffy Duck, it seems out of kind of character for Daffy Duck in this story. It didn't feel like Daffy Duck. I guess it's kind of a strange thing to say, because Daffy Duck is just a cartoon character that is pretty much one-dimensional. But that's what I was kind of hoping for. I thought the Joker and Daffy would kind of go against each other, like the old Bugs Bunny cartoons. Or even if you go even far back, Daffy cartoons, where he was just insane. The freaking shit that he pulled on people, on this one hunter guy who was trying to kill and eat him. That's what I thought it'd be, but instead it's like Daffy is actually getting his the Joker's crew into fit and making all the plans work and everything for the Joker because of the fear of him getting cooked and turned into a duck sandwich or whatever. So it feels a little, I don't know, it felt like a little out of character for Daffy, and what thought it was going to be wasn't really. The only in-character thing he does is at the end when Batman insults him and he freaking comes out of hiding. Where is it? He comes out of hiding and screams at Batman, and then he ends up getting thrown in the clink or into Arkham Asylum in the end. So this one is just terrible. It's not confusing, it's just not very well written, and I don't understand why Porky Pig would put himself in that position. I guess he was always the straight guy. Maybe I didn't watch enough Porky Pig cartoons as a kid. I didn't. Cosmo was okay. It was very straightforward. It's not going to light the comic world on fire. It's fun. If you like Harley Quinn, and I'm not a huge fan of her 2005 version of her where she's broken up with the Joker and all that. And she's kind of a good guy, even though didn't she kill a bunch of kids or something before she became a good guy or some crap. So I've always liked Harley Quinn as a bad guy or a nutcase. But this was a fun story, and it's not going to light the world on fire. And this was confusing as heck. Don't entirely get. Catwoman wants something to do with witches and all the all the cat and bird inspired superhero and villains facing off against each other, and something I don't even understand. The secondary story again is much better. It's just a simple that's it, Catwoman in a very kind of Timverse. Actually, that's something I've noticed, that all the style of the characters, the non Looney Tune characters, look like the Timverse series. Here we go. The Timverse, like Catwoman has got that black mask on, like from the Timverse, and Two-Face looks, well, he doesn't look exactly like, but you get what I'm talking about, and that's what this is. And they're both trying to, he's trying to get Tweety, and she's trying to get a diamond, and they kind of work together, but they keep getting. See, now that's the kind of story what I wanted from that. Why couldn't you do a Joker versus Daffy Duck kind of thing? That would have been cool. And Daffy looks kind of crazy strange in this too, with his like animal morphing. Anyway, it reminds me of Howard the Duck. Now, I've been going on with this a little too long, but these two are pretty good. Like, this one was freaking excellent. This one was terrible. This one was okay. This one was okay, but could have been more interesting if they gone away with it. And this one was confusing as heck. And yeah, if you want to like complete your Looney Tune crossover comics, then go for it. But I'd make sure you get them for $1, because okay, that's about it. I'll try to do another video in the future. I'm amazed I did this one. I'm kind of lazy. Thanks, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.